the solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for June the 10th through June the 16th. And on Sunday the 16th, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. A particular mention to my son, Aidan. What a lovely dad you are. I'm so proud of you. And listen, I want to say thank you to everyone who commented, liked, shared, and I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, I hope that you enjoy these readings and that you will return. And if you're returning, I really appreciate your love and support of this channel. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And these are general readings, like I said. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. If you would like a personal reading and a more in-depth reading, the link to my website is below and you can check that out and see all the readings and the services that I offer. Another way that you can support my channel, FYI, is through Patreon, and you can do that for as little as $1 a month. That's not a lot to you. It's $12 a year. It's not a lot to you, but it's huge to me. I can do a lot with $1, or just a one-off donation. That would be really helpful too. Anyway, check out the Patreon page. I post things there that I don't post anywhere else. Sometimes I post things there first and then release it elsewhere. Anyway, I also have a Facebook group, guys, and it's a private Facebook group, and I do live feeds there every 2 weeks. I do horoscopes for people that attend the live feed, and I also have my cards on hand for any questions. Now, these readings are in 3 sections. There is the intro, which is this. There is the astrology report for the week, and then the tarot card reading. So if you're checking out your sun, moon and rising, all the links will be below. There will also be timestamps of where you can skip the intro and astrology if you're checking out the readings, multiple readings. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. Now, on Monday, June the 10th, at 11:28 AM, the Sun is in a very challenging aspect to Jupiter. Now, this aspect may have you overly optimistic, and you may have some errors in judgment. You could be extravagant with money, and you could expand your waistline also. It's just an energy that can overdo things. Now, take care not to have unrealistic expectations from those around you, colleagues, employees, employers, friends, family members. And your ego may want to come out and play. If not you, those around you could exhibit arrogance or egocentric behaviors. Have a forgiving heart for yourself and for others. Now, on Wednesday, June the 12th, from 11:15 a.m. to 3:16 p.m., the moon is what we say in astrology, void of course. That means it's kind of stuck between 2 signs. It's not moving. It's kind of floating there. And that means it's kind of like Mercury in retrograde. I would avoid purchasing anything, particularly large items. You could get buyer's remorse. Now, also, don't sign any contracts because things could be missed during this time. Now, on Friday, the 14th, at 2:12 a.m., Mars is in a beautiful relationship to Neptune. Now, this aspect enhances your intuition and psychic abilities, so trust your gut feeling. And there's a nice balance between creativity and practicality. It's like you'll have magnetism and charisma attracting people to you, and Mars will give you the energy to carry out a creative project to completion. Just in time for the upcoming full moon in Sagittarius on Monday the 17th. So take I would just say take care not to be too self-sacrificing during this time. Also, a little bit later on in the morning, 11:49 AM Eastern Standard Time, Mars is kind of in a seesaw relationship with Saturn. So Mars is the soldier, right? And Saturn, the grumpy old man. There may be a tendency to be a little cruel, impatient, and perhaps manipulating. It's an energy where you find yourself or others lashing out in cruel and not very nice ways. And your self-esteem could fluctuate on this day. So there's definitely a mix of energies there on Friday. Now on Sunday, the 16th, Mercury is in a beautiful relationship to Neptune. It's kind of doing what Mars has done, but now it's Neptune, right, is moving into those kind of same energies. It's 4:43 AM Eastern Standard Time. A wonderful imaginative mind with the ability to smoothly communicate and brilliant concepts which could inspire you and others. It kind of gives you this a visionary outlook, if you will, and it's like you'll become this engaging storyteller, so you will grab people's attention. This aspect will benefit you immensely if you are a writer, a creative writer, a journalist, or if you're in the visual arts. Now the same day, Mercury, a bit later on at 7 AM, a few hours later, is in that opposition, that challenging kind of seesaw relationship with Saturn. So the thing with this is your mind will be extremely sharp, right? And it's almost like you could handle a very difficult subject. Your concentration powers will be very strong. With Mercury opposing Saturn, you've got that, what's the word? Saturn's like the teacher, the strict teacher, and he's structure and form. And Mercury's the mind that can wander, right? But he will keep it in kind of check. So, you can tackle a very difficult subject that you couldn't get your head around before. You may be able to do that now. So, use that energy. And then at 8:18, just a little bit over an hour later, Jupiter moves into a challenging relationship to Neptune. It kind of gives you the urge to help others. And it's like, you'll have this wonderful kindness and compassion, and altruism could take center stage. You just have to be careful not to kind of lose yourself in it and, help people at the expense of yourself. So it's kind of, it's almost like unrealistic expectations of yourself, if you will. So don't self-sacrifice. Be aware of that. Okay, let's go to your cards, shall we? Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading, your tarot card section of your reading for June the 10th through June the 16th. Let me do one more shuffle for you guys. Okay, so this is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful information do you have for Sagittarius this week? Sagittarius. Okay. 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. 3 cards for Sagittarius. Wonderful guidance, blessings, and helpful information. What can you give Sagittarius for this coming week? 3 cards for Sagittarius. 3 cards. 1, 2 more cards for Sagittarius, please. 2 more cards for Sagittarius. One more card for Sagittarius. Oh, they're all coming out for you guys. One more card for Sagittarius, please. One more card. There you go. Alrighty then. Okay, so we have the clarifying cards now. Let's go to the clarifying cards. One last shuffle. I have shuffled them off screen. I'll do one more. Okay. Sagittarius, clarifying cards. Please clarify. Oh, there you go. And please clarify. There it is. And please clarify. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's look at your cards, Sagittarius. Okay, the first card out for you is the Ten of Swords. Clarifying that is the Nine of Cups. Then you have the Four of Wands, and clarifying the Four of Wands is the Ten of Wands. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, clarifying that is the Nine of Swords. Okay, Sagittarius. The first card out for you is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, look, when that comes into a reading, there's crossover here, so you might want to check out the Sun, Moon and Rising. This came up for another sign. Actually, I think it might have been Scorpio or Libra, so I can't remember. But anyway, the Ten of Swords. This is about, you know, the difficult times are over. Tens are endings and beginnings, right? So the tens are, you know, 10 is an ending and 1 and 0 is 1. That's a new beginning, right? This is saying that you've been through a really tough time. You've really been through a tough time. It's been a struggle, you know, for a little while now. And this is saying that it's coming to an end, Sagittarius. Don't worry, this is all going to end. This struggle that you've been through, you know, for a while, I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while that you've been going through the struggle, and that's coming to an end, right? Now, the next card you have is the Nine of Cups. That's known as, you know, wishes come true, wishes and dreams come true. This is like, look, sitting there pretty, knowing that, I feel that this is a new change for you, that things are really paying off and you're seeing the potential of what your life can be. And it's a very nice place, a very happy place for you to be in. So this is all done with. You can let go of this betrayal, whatever residual feelings that you have about the past, that's all gone. Because new things are happening. And you've got the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is celebration, right? It's the completion of something, right? And it's celebrating that that's coming. It's a successful completion of something. Now, you could have completed a project at home or a project at work or whatever this is for you. It is a cause for celebration, and it's a wonderful foundation that you have laid. Now, clarifying this is the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, right, is about it's almost like you've taken on too much. You've taken on too many responsibilities, and it's kind of weighing you down and it's holding you back. Sometimes I think that this is like the people-pleasing card. It's like saying, you know, somebody says, can you do it? And you say, yes, I can do it. And you really believe it at the time, but it's kind of physically impossible for you to get this done. You know, it could be at work and you've told your boss that you can do a project and you just can't. You don't have the time. Or you could have a client that you've said that you'll take them on, and then you realize that you've got these other clients and you really don't have the time for this extra work. Look, this is about delegating. It's about, you know, asking for help sometimes. right? You have to ask for help. You have to get humble and ask for help. Sometimes you need help to go forward, and you have to have the courage to humbly ask someone, "Lord, I can't do this. Can you help me?" So I am actually getting that you need to, normally I would say drop some of these responsibilities, but I feel that you need some help, Sagittarius, and you need to ask for that. So wherever you can ask, you need to do it. Don't be afraid. Look, all someone can say is no, right? And there's nothing lost, right? But you must, I think that help will be there for you if you ask for it, for sure. And look, you have the Six of Pentacles, and this is the service card. Normally I would say, well, it's always nice to be in service, even if you need help yourself. You can always help someone else. It's just being lending an ear, you know, physically being there for somebody, you know, helping with a little task or something. But I'm getting the feeling that the help is coming in for you, Sagittarius. So I think help is on the way. I think you need this help, and it's coming. And look, you've got clarifying the Six of Pentacles is you're just worried and in the worst case scenario. So it's almost like you're losing sleep because you're stressing and worrying over potentially what could happen, because you're feeling on the precipice of something that overwhelming and something you can't handle, perhaps. You know, it's easy for me to say, don't worry, right? But I remember a guru, and I always say the guru once said to me, but there were hundreds of people there, but he spoke to me. And he said, you know, soon there will be $1,000 for negative thought. And honestly, it's just a waste of energy worrying. Look, worrying is not going to solve your problem, right? It's not going to change the situation. The situation will still be there tomorrow when you've lost a night of sleep from worrying over it. The only way to stop that worry is meditation. You know, distracting yourself with something else, you know. Help is on the way, so don't bother wasting your energy by worrying. It is such a waste of your energy. You can get up and do something. What would you do if you didn't have this situation that you're worrying about? You'd probably be doing something, right? So go out in the garden, get with nature, feel nature. Look up at the sky. You know, look up at the sky at night. It's beautiful. You know, then you connect with nature. You won't worry then. Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video and share it with friends and family, or, you know, on your social media, and comment. I answer every comment and I welcome feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.